Hello, everybody, and welcome in on this Monday morning. I almost took us to Tuesday morning, but we haven't made it there just yet, but we are getting closer. Brooks Baptiste here checking in from the First Alert Desk regarding all of the stories that you might have missed. We do have a couple of them that we need to catch you up on this morning. Again, it is Monday, and we want to get you filled in on some of those stories that are making headlines right now in and around Atlanta. We're going to start with a situation that happened out of Hiram. This was breaking news for us over the course of several hours this morning, and really a continuation of a story from yesterday where we learned that Hiram police officers were told police shot and killed a woman Sunday after she stabbed a man to death. But now those three officers have been placed on administrative leave. So Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond has more on what happened in this situation and what comes next.
This all took place yesterday afternoon around 1 o'clock. Hiram police say officers were responding to a call for an aggravated assault as a woman was stabbing a man with a knife. Now, when officers arrived, they say she was still armed with that knife, and police say the responding officers attempted to use a less lethal force option, a taser, but the woman kept advancing towards those officers, and that's when one of them shot her. Police rendered aid to both the man and the woman, but both died. No officers were injured, but the three who responded were placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation also responded to this scene at the request of the Hiram Police Department and the Paulding County Sheriff's Office. At the Hiram Police Department, I'm Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
All right, and now another story that we're watching right now regarding new body camera video that you just have to see. It's definitely sparking a lot of conversation online. We know that here in the city of Atlanta, there has been a lot of talk about illegal street racing and, really officers trying to crack down on this. You have to see this new body camera video, and then I'll catch you up on all the details of the story.
Okay, that's fine enough, but go ahead and turn around for me.
Why am I being arrested?
Aiding and abetting street racing?
Aiding and abetting street racing?
Yes.
What?
Lay and drag.
Lay and drag? Whoa, hold on.
Yeah, that's video that you're seeing there of law enforcement being able to make an arrest involving street racing activity in Atlanta in February. So according to Atlanta police, there were three drivers, and I'm going to give you their names: Valerian Agbaw-Ebai, Markus Patterson, and Dwayne Young. All three of them were arrested and now face street racing related charges. On February 23rd, officers responded to Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard about a call regarding street racers gathering in a large parking lot. We're told that when police arrived, most of the vehicles had left the scene. However, officers said that they saw street racers at the intersection while laying drag as a way to let others at the meetup know to leave the scene and head towards the interstate. So again, this video that we're showing you right now of those three drivers who have been arrested for suspected street racing. Again, as we learn more about this story, we will be sure to update you, and we will be sure to keep you posted. But again, we have that full body camera video for you on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and on the free Atlanta News First app. Well, a very shocking and just disturbing story. Not too many ways to put this one. It seemed to catch a lot of people not only off guard, but really just breaks your heart hearing this news regarding R&B singer Angie Stone, who died over the weekend at the age of 63. The Grammy-nominated R&B artist was killed in a crash in Montgomery, Alabama, Saturday morning. We are told that that crash happened just before 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. She performed in Mobile Friday night and was headed to Atlanta, and she lives here in Atlanta. She was headed there in a Sprinter van. Everyone else in that van did survive, but Stone's career spanned decades. She was best known for hits like No More Rain and Wish I Didn't Miss You. She was also a former member of the female hip-hop trio The Sequence, which, if you know, when they came out there on the scene, this was a pivotal time in music, in hip-hop, and even rap as a whole. So we know her as an R&B singer today, but what she did when she first came onto the scene was something totally different. Stone was featured on the reality TV show Celebrity Fit Club and R&B Divas Atlanta. Again, she was 63, but just a devastating story that we have to report on today coming out of the weekend regarding the death of R&B singer Angie Stone. As we learn more about the funeral arrangements and what will be happening next, we will be sure to keep you posted, and we'll update you both on air and online. Well, there's an Atlanta pastor by the name of Dr. Jamal Bryant. Many of you likely know who he is. He's the pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Lithonia in the Stonecrest area. And starting today, he is now urging everybody to fast from Target. Target, the big box retailer that a lot of people go to support. But he has an idea of why he wants people to not shop and to boycott. He's calling it a fast, but starting today, he is saying that he wants you to go on a 40-day fast against Target, because this is after the company decided to roll back its diversity, equity, and inclusion commitments. Dr. Bryan, who again is the senior pastor of New Birth, he says that he is calling on 100,000 black consumers to not purchase or divest stock into Target. So in a letter sent to us, Dr. Bryan says that this is a direct challenge of corporations to retreat from racial equity initiatives after profiting from black consumers. That fast is going to run through April 19th. Again, it is going to last for 40 days. Now, it is important to note that I happened to see a piece of his service yesterday where he did address this, and he says that some progress has been made. He spoke about how I guess he got some form of communication with one of the vice presidents there regarding what they could do to move forward. But he says that is still not enough. He says he wants to speak with the CEO. And if he does not speak with the CEO, then that fast is still going on. So again, it is getting underway today. We'll be waiting to see what kind of impact that could have on a store like Target. But again, Dr. Jamal Bryant calling for a 40-day fast that is set to begin today after Target and several other companies, I think it is worth to know that, or note, I should say, decided to roll back on their diversity, equity, and inclusion commitments. Well, this last story is some place that many of us utilize, especially if you live in Atlanta. Delta hitting a record milestone over the weekend, a major milestone for Atlanta's largest employer, Delta Airlines, turning 100 years old yesterday. Delta launched in Macon back in 1925, dusting farm crops with pesticides, and the company pivoted to commercial flights 4 years later, eventually moving its headquarters to Atlanta. Delta now employs more than 100,000 workers worldwide. If you live in Atlanta, that may be your go-to airline. That's just kind of how it goes. But congratulations to Delta on turning 100 years old. Obviously, we've seen a lot just in the past year or so, or really the past couple of months, I can even say, regarding Delta and several other airlines across the U.S. Regarding some of the issues that we've seen up there in the air and shortly after planes were taken off and while planes are trying to land as well. But again, a pretty incredible milestone as Delta Airlines turns 100 this weekend. Let's give you a live look outside on this Monday morning, and boy, oh boy, is it a beautiful picture of Midtown right now. We will have weather where you are coming up at 11:30 as we're timing out more about the first alert weather day that is set for Wednesday. We'll let you know when that rain is going to come, the potential for storms, and everything else you need to know so that you can prepare. Make it a great Monday. We'll see you.